So there I was, trying to make a new episode of Should I Buy It or Not? And what happens to the 8.10 client? Well, it decides to start doing the thing with not recording replays and corrupting them after each game played. And after being in a training room for 4 to 5 battles and really trying to get a lot of footage, I finally realized this. And this is the first time this has happened to me. It started happening last night and I just forgot this morning. And yeah, that's annoying. So hey, let's answer some questions. And first off, I want to answer a quick question which was asked on the Become a Patreon video. People asked why I suddenly do this, and I actually didn't suddenly do this. People have been asking me for quite some time now for some way of supporting me, subscribing to me, like on Twitch. You can subscribe for $5 a month, and I just thought I would provide it. And that's the only reason why I did it. And then I decided to make a few higher rewards for the people who really want to support, or for the people who just really wanted to play every Wednesday or every Sunday, and that's what I did. So yep, on to the real questions. And Bananitati44 asks, do you know any words in Finnish? And no, I don't. Murtja is just something. My girlfriend writes this in every single battle we get into, almost, and she's like, it just means hi, or something like that. I don't really know, and I haven't fully understood and learned how to say it, but every time she says it, I pay a little bit of attention, because all of a sudden I'll be the one saying it to her, and she'll be like, oh wait, she's probably gonna watch this video and know now. Oh well, whatever. Ben's Gaming Adventures ask, would you ever platoon up with your subs? If you do, great. I do this every single Wednesday and also Sunday from now on, and I do that on the live stream every single Wednesday and Sunday. Sunday it's company battles, and Wednesdays it's just platooning. And there is 3 battles in each platoon, and then we move on to the next guys in line. And the way that you get in line is you just create a channel, a chat channel in the game, and I'll just take your name at the bottom, and ta-da! That's how I pick who to play with. Drew Beast 69 Eng, I presume that's English. Have you been to a magical land? Well, I am the high flyer, so I go to a magical land every single time I play. No, seriously though. I've been to England, Ukraine, Holland, or Dutchland? Deutschland. But that's not Dutchland. Dutchland. Norway. France. And other places. I've been to Fuerteventura as well, and Creta. Yeah, I don't really know how to pronounce. I've been to those places, and the place I love the most, well, of course, it's Sweden, because that's where my girlfriend is. Jeff Numbers asks, what does the fox say? And I have the answer right here. And there you have it. No need to ask ever again. Not even through song. Tommy Ridanpe asks, which one is better, the Tiger 1 or the Tiger P? Well, they're 2 different beasts. One has armor, the Tiger P, and one has amazing rate of fire and quite a lot of HP, the Tiger 1. I prefer the Tiger 1 just because of the rate of fire. The rate of fire is epic. But the Tiger P does have its strong sides, but it does have weak spots in the front as well, so I don't really see the appeal of it anymore. So Tiger 1 all the way. Greeny ID, what city in Denmark are you from? I am from, yeah, the Danish accent just shined through. I am from Randers, or Randers. Pavel Vorobyov asked, which is the best position to bounce shells and how to farm XP and credits in the game. First up, if you just turn your tank just a little bit, as you can see, my my turret, let's see if I do it here. I don't really know if I do. I think I'll just go up here and show my ass actually. Anyways, if you just turn your tank just a few degrees, like 10 degrees to one side, your effective armor actually increases. So, but this can be done most effectively in some tanks more than others. So, but yeah, turning your tank just a little bit, especially on lower tiers, because like the Hetzer, if you turn the Hetzer just a little bit, you can still shoot at your enemies, but they will bounce. For instance, the duck can't penetrate the Hetzer if he just turns a little bit. And yeah, that's really annoying if you're a duck against the Hetzer. You have to switch to H or heat ammo to penetrate him. But yeah, and how to farm XP and credits? Well, just find a tank that you love, really love and like, and then just play it a lot. That's about it. Durham asks, what game is the music you use to end the videos from? That is a song that I created myself. Of course, it's from Sabaton, and it's is it Ghost Division? I think it is Ghost Division, yeah. And that song I just turned into an 8-bit version of its original song, and that's it. Adolf Oliver Nipple. Can you do more videos like the Churchill 3 video? And I'm thinking that he means the one where I sounded like I was drunk while driving. And yes, I can, but I just need games like that to happen, and then I'll just get the idea and make them. I actually already have another one ready, like how to steel wall in the Churchill 3, which is pretty dumb, but I'm gonna show it at one point, I think. The Tank Dude Minigames Machinimas and Stuff asked, did you learn how to play tanks or World of Tanks, or did a friend help you? I actually started playing with 07. 07 was the one that found this game and threw it in my direction and in Nitrix's direction. And I was a little bit hesitant because I wasn't really into tanks and war games and all that stuff, Battlefield, Call of Duty and stuff like that. So when he threw me into a game where tier 1 and 2 got into tier 8 games and stuff like that, even though I really didn't like it that much, something about it was really appealing and I just loved it. And I just kept on playing and playing and playing. But he didn't teach me anything. Like zooming in tanks, like he told me, yep, you press shift and you get into like a satellite mode with the arties, but he didn't tell me that I could zoom in tanks. That was just like, okay, I have to shoot from a third person perspective. And then suddenly I press shift and I was like, you can zoom in with regular tanks too. And he was like, yes. I was like, you didn't tell me that. And he was like, oh yeah. But yeah, many things I learned myself, and I kept on playing when they quit the game, because the camo system, the tracers got taken out, so Artie was safe from just firing all game long, stuff like that. They quit after that and really didn't like to play during that period of time, and I just stuck with the game. I really loved it too much to just say, nope, I quit. So yeah, I learned it all by myself. Get the fuck off my drugs! Asks, what is the best match you ever had in a random match? That has to be the VK2801. Before it got nerfed with the derp gun, it was way too overpowered, like insanely overpowered. And I ruled a tier 8 match with it and just got a butt ton of XP, like above 3000, I think 3200 XP. You can check it in my service record if you really want to see the right result, but that game is already up on YouTube as well, so you can find it if you just search for VK2801, I think. Good Job asks, do you think the Tiger should have been a tier 5 tank between the Sherman and the T-34s? No, just no. It's such a beast, and you couldn't downgrade it enough to make it fair against the other tier 5s already. And yeah, even in the war, they slaughtered the M4 Shermans and the T-34s. It was only because the other nations made so many of them, or yeah, they had so many of them. So that was the only reason why the Tigers in the end lost. I don't even know if they lost. I'm just saying that Germany lost, so the Tigers lost. Ta-da! Patrick Devine, how did you get so good to know your tanks and all that? How did you become such an awesome player? Well, I kind of answered that on the other one, but I didn't really tell how I got this good. But I just played the game. I just loved the game, and I learned from my mistakes. I watched replays, I saw what I did wrong, I improved of that, and if I went to a position on a map where I just got annihilated, I would never go to that spot again. But if I found a spot where I could reach in time, if I could reach that spot in time and get a crazy game, then I would start trying to refine that path to that spot. Like on South Coast. Or is it Serene Coast? I can't remember. The one with the beach on the west side of the map. If I push down to F3, I think it is, and get to that position, I can completely dominate people from that position in almost any tank. It's crazy how well covered that is for a person if he just rushed there. So finding small spots like that on different maps and just knowing how to relocate. Like in this game, you'll see a lot of relocation in this game. Knowing when to relocate, knowing when you can fire when the reticle is closing in and it doesn't really have to get all closed in, like fully zoomed. Like with the KV-1S, I've taken so many snapshots recently with the KV-1S and hit, because I know when it's a certain size, the probability of it going straight or close to the center is like 80%. So I just take the shot. And when I watch other people play the KV-1S and I say, just fire, no, but I have to aim, and then they miss the kill and then complain afterwards, I'm like, you should have just taken the shot. And they're like, but I haven't fully zoomed. And then I tell them, well, I don't fully zoom all the time and I get the kills. And just take a chance. Sometimes you'll get the kill, and you didn't get the kill because you had to fully zoom, but if you'd taken the chance, you might have gotten the kill. So that's you learn small tricks once in a while. Blumenbergen Agronomic Channel. What or who got you into making YouTube videos? I actually has been making videos since I was, I think, 16 years old. I was really interested in basketball, and I've been making so many basketball music videos I don't even have count. I really loved making those videos, like finding a piece of music and then finding clips which would suit that music and just make it click, like make it perfect, like in sync with the music. So when the player dunked the ball, there would be a doom in the music, or a drum that just hit, or a guitar chord that just at the perfect time. And I just kept on doing that until suddenly one day I thought, no way that people can't figure out how to scout. And I just had to make that video. So I used my editing skills from that to just make a quick video, which obviously got popular, and well, you know the rest of the story from there. And also he asked, what keeps you making them? You guys keep me making them. You guys, you who are watching me, you guys who are supporting me by watching the videos daily, or now supporting me through Patreon, which you don't have to. Don't worry, guys. You can just watch the videos, and I still appreciate you just as much. But yeah, you guys are the reason why I do this. There's no other reason why I would do this. Even if I got only like 1,000 subscribers, I would still be making these for the people who really enjoy the videos. Also, I find it fun when people send in replays. I often sit and laugh whenever someone is sending in a really hilarious quickie or just an amazing game. I just sit there and laugh at the amazing luck or skill or RNG or whatever happens in the video. I really appreciate you guys still sending in those replays, even though most of them aren't getting featured. And I'm really sorry that I can't feature all of you. I really wish I could, but I just can't. Oh, no. But you're the reason why I do this. MNCDK asks, which mix of talents do you prefer? Agility, speed, armor penetration, alpha, DPM, blah blah blah. And there is more on that question, but I'll just keep it to that question. As we can see here on this clip, I am in the AMX 5100, and this is the combination of skills I prefer the most. Super agile, very nice top speed, very nice reverse speed, great engine power, and a insane gun, but no armor. It can dish out 1600 on average, and in one drum, and I just can't. I can't not love that. It's just too insane. And yeah, I don't mind the long reload speed of like 48 seconds there. I know how to hide myself and just take my time, and then suddenly go out there and do a ton of damage like that. Oh, 17, are you kidding me? Ugh. But yeah, that is my favorite combination. What is your favorite combination? Put that in the comments. I like to know what people think and what they like. Armor, high alpha damage at the same time. Do you mind being slow if you can have a gun that just goes boom in the face of people? Or do you want to have more speed and less damage? The Deadly Bean asked, what first got you into World of Tanks and how long have you been playing it? I answered the first part of the question already, and I think I answered the other part in the first Q&A already, but I played it since closed beta, so soon 3 years, I think. 3, 4? Yeah, I can't count. Since closed beta, like the middle of the closed beta. Cross-Faced Chicken Wing asks, who is the best player you have come up against? I can't say, because I don't really notice names in the chat when I come up against them. I don't go like, oh my god, that player. I have to remember his name, because that's I don't know. I just don't. I could easily say like, oh, if I met Circumflexes or Quickie Baby or some other pirate oh yeah, okay, fair enough. I met Embryonic Journey twice in a row, and the first game he went nuts and killed me before I even got to some cover, and the second game he actually went AFK. I killed him, and his team still won over us. I was like, I was like, you don't even have to play and your team would win. And he was like, yep, I know, I'm that good. But that was back when he was a little bit more cocky. He still is, but he is a great player, and he can totally carry being that cocky. So yeah, I would say Embryonic Journey, because he's just that good with his tanks, and he just takes full advantage of almost everything in the entire game with every single tank he plays. Like and you can judge him by him using premium ammo, but he still has a ton of skills. You can't just go and load up premium ammo and then go, hey, now I'm epic. No, he knows how to play, and he scares me whenever I meet him, more than anyone else. But yep, that was the batch of 17 questions I decided to answer in this round. I'm thinking about making more of these. If you didn't get your question answered, feel free to ask again on this video. I will from now on just be taking the questions from the video with the latest answers. So I will look forward to some new questions, and I'll see you guys next time.